Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakah Kodash. The double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS who rule as well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Ainal. The title of the video is You Gonna Love This One. And I'm just thinking about that. I'm trying to make sure I was doing my introduction correct for my previous videos. But anyway, the title of this is You Gonna Love This One, right? And Slakia, if I was doing my introduction wrong, because it sounded better when I just did it. Slakia just, probably just lost, in the thoughts or whatnot, or whatever the case may be. Because the elder apostles, the bishop, right, they do real well. This how this video is. You gonna love this one. And shalom to Elder Malcolm out of GMS Chicago, right? that's what I was thinking about, But anyway, hey.
So Donald Trump has found himself in complete shame and disgrace as he and his war criminal friend Benjamin Netanyahu suffer a triple setbacks. This is what happens when you become a spineless and coward stooge of a war criminal from a settler colony. I'm going to play the statement from Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary. If you ever wanted to see the kind of trash this US administration has become, this video is the best example. This also amply illustrates the joke that this US administration has become globally. I shall also explain to you the spectacular failure suffered by terrorist Netanyahu and the backstabbing by Trump and Steve Witkoff of the so-called ally Qatar in this case. But let me first play the clip of Caroline Leavitt, who said this in justification of the Israeli bombing of Doha.
Regarding the Israeli strike in Doha, how much time or how much of a heads up did the U.S. get, and does the president support the strike?
Sure. Well, I have a statement to read for all of you with respect to the Israeli strike in Doha. Here it is. This morning, the Trump administration was notified by the United States military that as Israel was attacking Hamas, which very unfortunately was located in a section of Doha, the capital of Qatar. Unilaterally bombing inside Qatar, a sovereign nation and close ally of the United States that is working very hard and bravely taking risks with us to broker peace, does not advance Israel or America's goals. However, eliminating Hamas, who have profited off the misery of those living in Gaza, is a worthy goal. President Trump immediately directed Special Envoy Witkoff to inform the Qataris of the impending attack, which he did. The president views Qatar as a strong ally and friend of the United States and feels very badly about the location of this attack. President Trump wants all of the hostages in Gaza and the bodies of the dead released, and this war to end now. President Trump also spoke to Prime Minister Netanyahu after the attack. The Prime Minister told President Trump that he wants to make peace, and quickly. President Trump believes this unfortunate incident could serve as an opportunity for peace. The president also spoke to the Emir and Prime Minister of Qatar and thanked them for their support and friendship to our country. He assured them that such a thing will not happen again on their soil.
So Trump and Witkoff first sent a ceasefire proposal to Hamas leadership in Doha for them to consider it. And while they were busy deliberating or considering this proposal, Netanyahu and Trump decided to eliminate the same negotiators by bombing a nation that Trump claims is America's ally. So as long as the ally nation is not white or Jew or Zionist, it's okay to bomb that ally nation. Isn't this what the statement from this press secretary suggests? Also, what the statement says is that while the US and Israel want hostages released, we must kill Hamas leaders by bombing a sovereign country, which also happens to be an ally of America. But since this ally is an Arab and Muslim nation, it's kosher for racist Trump and Netanyahu to not care about its sovereignty. Great. There was another problem with this statement. The advisor to the Qatari Prime Minister has publicly exposed the lies propagated by the White House secretary. This is what Dr. Majed Al-Ansari had to say, and I quote, "The statements being circulated about Qatar being informed of the attack in advance are baseless. The call from a US official came during the sound of explosions caused by the Israeli attack in Doha," end quote. So according to a person no less than the Qatari Prime Minister's advisor, Trump was lying by claiming that he told Steve Witkoff to alert the Qatari government about the Israeli bombing in advance. Witkoff never informed the Qatari government, and the Qatar learned about this bombing after it had wreaked havoc in Doha. And the Qatari Prime Minister was proudly flaunting his historical relationship, his historical ties with Witkoff during his interview with Tucker Carlson only some time ago.
Witkoff, who I think has done a good, for the record, I think he's done a good job, but was attacked in some U.S. media for his connect. He had done business in your country, and he was attacked as a tool of your government.
Well, you know, sometimes when you read the reports about Qatar, like you feel that this is a superpower that controls, you know, everywhere, and everyone is a tool in the hand of Qatar. Look, this is all a joke. Steve is a respected businessman. He has done business. We didn't do anything wrong with him. We have done business. I've known him for a long time. I attended his son's wedding. I have a personal relationship, and all this happened before even the election. You know, before the election taking place. This was, I think, last February, just months before the election. And this friendship and relationship, it means that there's a trust between two people.
Then there is another revelation that the entire Hamas leadership has survived the joint Israeli and American attack. Only a member of the Qatari security guard and a son of Hamas leader were killed in this murderous attack by Israeli with the support of the US. Also, Qatar.
All right, so hey, pretty much that's where I had rushed up to. Hey, you know, let me grab this scripture right here. Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29. It says, happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. You know, so these devils are liars, right? And they're being found out, right? That they're you know, they're together. I just uploaded a video right here where this brother was going into it, right? It was GMS Babylon is Falling, right? And he said the same thing that you know, they are the Edomites. They're all in cahoots with each other. And now this dude is saying, oh, if it's not a white nation, it's a green light for an attack, basically. You know? So we know what happens next, pursuant to Obadiah 1-7. I wanted to grab this, I believe it's 55 or 50. Let me see. Yeah, oh, okay, so Psalm 55:20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. Yo, the dude, so this dude made a previous video that I just watched, and he was saying how, you know, and here we go, look, it's terrorism. But he said that, you know, Qatar basically gave, you know, $1.3 trillion to Trump in the whole plane, right? And Trump was like, we have to protect this place and all that extra stuff. And now they're attacking. Psalms 55:20, it says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You know? Hey, so, you know, hey, the wicked man revealed, you know? So let me get this 2 Thessalonians 2. So, you know, 2 Thessalonians 2:8, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, right? And the world was given into the hand of the wicked, pursuant to Job 9:24, right? So, these lesser heathens over here, they're figuring it out, right? That Esau, Edom is the wicked, right? So, Shalom, soul for elect, which consists of men, women, and children, Shalom.